Today's escapade involved finding a farm truck and going to sign some papers. So I'm sure the people of Farm Talk will be able to relate to this, but if you've never had to search for a farm truck specifically, it is incredibly challenging on the modern day search engine to, first of all, search for trucks that have a bed longer than 4 feet, because that was one of the sticking points. Now, we had a little bit more flexibility because my kids are not in the very over the top car seats anymore. They're kind of in booster seats, but we still needed the 4 doors as well. I ended up settling on a 2023 Ram 2500. Obviously, it has a Hemi. It's got an 8-foot bed. It's got the full 4 doors. I really can't complain, especially when it comes to the price. A little disappointed on the trade-in value, but considering the shape that my Silverado was in, I'm really not in a place to complain about that. So the financed amount was less than I had kind of anticipated, because obviously we're solely purchasing this for farm use. We wouldn't be seeking out another truck if it was not for the farm. Unfortunately, this was literally the worst possible month for this truck to become unusable, because next week we have 3 pigs we have to haul to the processor with our livestock trailer, and the following week we have beef we have to haul. Oh, and we have to bring home all of the male lambs and breeding rams from the solar field. Luckily, the dealership, the internet price was as low as they could go, but it was the best prices by far, because when I initially heard from my husband that my Silverado was not passing inspection, then we did more research to figure out how much it was going to cost to fix the frame and if it was possible to fix the frame. I was afraid that I would be looking at a $50,000 or $60,000 truck, and that was even as used price, because obviously we do need a bigger truck. The Silverado was one of those. We were in the right place at the right time, so we got a killer deal on it. It's time. It was time for us to step up into a bigger truck, and thankfully we were able to find something. Now, this truck, yes, I financed a decent amount. I financed it out a lot further than I would like. If you want to help fund my truck purchase, feel free to like, comment, and share so that I can get that sucker paid off sooner. But it only had 260 miles on it, and I couldn't, the longevity of it with the mileage that it had, the least amount of wear on it, it really just made sense to purchase that one. There was also a Fire Engine Red pickup that was the same type of a thing. It was a Bighorn 2500. It did have a bed liner in it, so that was one less headache we wouldn't have had to worry about, but it had 18,000 miles on it, and I just wasn't, if I'm going to be paying the same price, although it was a 2024, I've got to make sure that it's going to last long enough to make that financing worth it. So yeah, that's what we settled on, and it's the Tradesman edition. So it is white, not crazy about the white color, but it is a Tradesman, so it's got a whole lot of power outlets in it, so that will be a bonus. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Wi-Fi or really any of the luxuries, but yeah, so we pick it up on Monday, and then we get to put that issue to bed.